Good evening, everybody. It's Fredrina with Trinity Professional Group. I hope you and your family had an amazing Easter, celebrating the rising of Jesus Christ on Resurrection Sunday. My family and I had an amazing time. We also had a great time with my church family. We got to fellowship and really just have a good time and celebrate Jesus together. It was awesome. I am super excited that we are now in Q2. I can't believe it's already here so soon. I remember making my videos towards the end of 2023, like, hey, go ahead and prepare, see what it is you want to do, go ahead and plan your strategy, get your stuff out, see how you want to move in 2024. And now we're already in Q2 of 2024. Time is just like flying tremendously, and I wanted to slow down a little bit, but on my Facebook page, if you don't follow me, please follow me. It's Fredrina Reed, parentheses, Freddie the Trinity Pro or Trinity Professional Group. You should be able to find me that way. And on that page, I actually launched a challenge because April 1st was our first day of Q2. And I want you to revisit some of the things that you set out to do for all of 2024. Not just what you wanted to do in Q1 if you broke it down in those quadrants, not just what you wanted to do in Q2. I want you to see exactly what it is you wanted to do for all of 2024. And then put yourself on a 90-day challenge, a quarterly challenge where you see exactly how much of that you can get done, what research you need to do, what money you may need to put to the side, anything that will help propel you to your next level that we're all trying to get to, y'all. Entrepreneurship, say it all the time, is hard. Entrepreneurship is hard, but it's so rewarding. And that is why I always want to teach you guys about setting up systems, setting up infrastructure, curating your own KPIs and your metrics, having the ability to give the standards to your employees so you're not plateauing. And then even if you do plateau, at least you are aware of their capabilities. At least you are aware of multiple months where they've done this thing or they've done that thing. And if it fluctuates, you can point to exactly where the fluctuation came from and then adjust and keep it moving. So of course, like I said, Q2, I want you guys to set a quarterly goal of whatever it is you may want to do. Like I said, do it for the whole year. Just do a whole year view and see how you want to move, what you want to accomplish. And then from there, set aside a few little tidbits that you can do within 90 days or what research you can do in 90 days. And we're going to come back and see how you guys did. I'm going to do it as well. So for the meat of today's video, that was just the introduction. I really want to talk about how infrastructure builds protocol. And I know I've gone over it over and over and over again. Like I said, I'm sure you guys can finish my sentences, that from infrastructure you get KPIs, and from KPIs, from infrastructure you get SOPs, and then from SOPs you get KPIs. And those tell you exactly how your business is running and the productivity that your associates are giving you every day based on the metrics that you've set up. So for today, speaking on infrastructure builds protocol, I'm going to define my infrastructure as setting up how you want your company to run, right? You have to put everything in place. You want this section here, you want that part there, you want your front desk to do this, you want your mediators to do that, or you want your associates to do this, your executives to do that. You've set up what it is you want it to do from the foundation of your business, from the very beginning. Again, I always use warehousing, so I'm going to try and use service-based today. So we're going to use my future Trinity Professional Group as our point of reference. So when you enter Trinity Professional Group, you have my either assistant or receptionist at the front desk. From there, you may meet with a junior executive who leads you to our boardroom or our meeting room. And then from there, I come in, right? So we kind of have a flow of how things go. But in the beginning, you can't see all of that. You may not even plan for all of that. You may not know that, just because you have a product that, because your product is doing so well, now you're going to have a team for accounting as opposed to you using QuickBooks as your personal point of reference, right? So there's so much that goes into business, and as we evolve, as we grow, there's so many pieces that now have to be accounted for and overseen even because of the weight that they brunt for the entire business. Of course, packaging your products in your garage and starting off with humble beginnings is great. Like I said, you're using QuickBooks, you're keeping track of everything, you're keeping track of how much the product is, you've worked with the manufacturer on your own. So all of these things that you've done at that grassroots level now needs to have someone oversee it as you continue to grow, as you continue to expand, because you're not going to be able to pack out 100,000 orders by yourself. You're not going to be able to pack out 200, 300, 400,000 orders and have this certain piece go in there and do this for you're not going to be able to do it all by yourself, okay? but having clear infrastructure for people to follow that aren't just normal associates who do the fulfillment. These are associates that you want to put in executive positions or supervisory positions, and you want to make sure that they have a clear basis for how they are to operate within that capacity in your business. So going back to what I said, as far as you being grassroots right now, you're kind of filling your own orders. If you know your next step is to hire an assistant that you can move up into a higher role per se. So let's say you have a college student in your family, or you are friends with a college student and they're, year 3, about to go into their senior year, and their major is accounting. Great. So this would be the individual I would make my assistant or intern for right now. And making them my intern, they're performing a function, but they are a grower by nature, right? On last week's videos and my live, we talked about our growers and how they connect everything within our company. So because I'm starting out and I don't have the wherewithal to have a full team of accountants, or I don't have a full team of fulfillment, I can use this person in multiple capacities with the forethought that I'm going to have them grow with me, right? So my infrastructure is allowing for that. I've had enough orders to send out and do my grassroots. I've had enough to break even. I'm now profitable, and I can bring in someone to help me with the fulfillment aspect. But just because they're in that fulfillment aspect right now doesn't mean they're going to stay there, right? So my business is evolving as I go from the grassroots. So when we do something like that and you continue to grow from there, this person who is the accountant now has a place within the hierarchy. And when we speak on hierarchy, that is how your company is leveled out, how you choose to set up your directors, and those directors then have direct reports under them. So in doing this, at the beginning of your infrastructure, even when it's not quite that time, even when you can't quite see it, but you know how you want your company to run, this is the time to go ahead and set that up. And like I said, while your income may not be able to fully put that person in a position right now, or you can only afford a certain position, but you have it in mind where you want them to grow, at least have those places carved out. At least have that hierarchy carved out to where, okay, I am the CEO or founder or whatever capacity you want to be in as the business continues to grow. And then from there, I have my executive assistant. Okay, then my executive assistant is on the same level as my executives, because my executive assistant takes things directly from me, and then they pass it along to however my hierarchy branches out from there. So in this aspect, you are giving your infrastructure braces. You're bracing for the weight that you anticipate in the future, or the weight that you anticipate from orders or sales, or servicing your clients, how many contracts you're going to be under, right? So you're setting yourself up to brace for that weight, because when the weight comes, you as the CEO can no longer do it all. But your people who are fulfilling those orders, your people who are servicing your clients, your junior executives or your entry-level execs, those are the people who are servicing your clients, but they need to have someone who can train them. They need to have someone who can correct them, even if they're not abiding by the standards that were set by you, the CEO, or you, the founder, that they are closer to in the hierarchy. You get what I'm saying? They are an extension of you because they're closest to your position. So when they have their direct reports and they're training, they're teaching them the system, they're teaching them your company culture, you need them close to them, because they're going to brace you. They're going to brace you at the top, right? You need that extra, like we talked about the house, you need those extra walls to brace for the roof. You need those extra cutouts to brace for your windows. You need those extra things to brace for your closet, right? So this is where your people fill in, and having a consistent hierarchy, having a direct level of reporting, or a direct level of keeping the company standards the way they're supposed to be based on the training that you've been able to pass down as your company has grown, is crucial to the success of your company, right? So just to recap for today's video, like I said, infrastructure builds protocol. On my next video for Thursday, I'm going to go over hierarchy again, why it's important. And I also touched on it a bit in my live, I believe it was, where I said a lot of people hate red tape or they hate bureaucracy, but there's a reason for it. So I'm going to go over the reason for hierarchy beyond just being your braces. They are the people who weed out the foolishness so you can really get to where you need to be and deal with the meat and potatoes of your business, right? Okay, so again, don't forget to follow me on Facebook for Adrena Reed, Freddie the Trinity Pro, or Trinity Professional Group. I'm also on Instagram. Follow my YouTube channel. And also my book, The Conscious Leader, is still available. Make sure you check that link on my Facebook page, you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. See you Thursday. Bye-bye.